Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it.
So we have our objectives. Illustrate a well-defined set, subset, universal set, null set, cardinality of set, union and intersection of set, and the difference of two sets. We are in the pretest. We need to find what you know about the present lesson. Multiple choice. Write the letter of the correct answer on the sheet of paper. Number 1. It is a well-defined collection of objects. Letter A, set. Letter B, subset. Letter C, intersection of set. Letter D, union of set. Number 2. A set whose elements are members of another set. Letter A, set. Letter B, subset. Letter C, intersection of set. Letter D, union of set. Number 3. Set A is a set whose elements are 1, 2, and 3. Set B is a set whose elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What is A union B? Letter A, 5. Letter B, 3, 4. Letter C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Letter D, 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4. Set A is a set whose elements are 1, 2, 3. Set B is a set whose elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What is A intersection B? Letter A, 5. Letter B, 1, 2, 3. Letter C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Letter D, 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5. Set U is a set whose elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Set A is a set whose elements are 1, 2, 3, 4. And set B is a set whose elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What is the complement of set A? Letter A, 5. Letter B, 5, 6, 7. Letter C, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And letter D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we need to check your answers. Number 1, letter A. Number 2, letter B. Number 3, letter C. Number 4, letter B. And the last number, letter B. So we have set. A set is defined as a well-defined collection of objects. So we have the given pictures. So that is set of flowers. How about in the next picture? We have the set of animals. In the next picture, we have the set of mobile phone. We have the set of vowels in the English alphabet. What are the vowels in the English alphabet? We have the letters A, E, I, O, and U. So how about the set of even numbers from 2 to 8? So the set of even numbers from 2 to 8 are 2, 4, 6, and 8. How about in the set of primary colors? What are the set of primary colors? We have the red, the blue, and yellow. Element. Element is a member of a set. Set A is a set whose elements are 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 is an element of set A. 2 is an element of set A. In symbol, 1, this is the symbol for element. 1 is an element of set A. 2 is an element of set A. For this symbol, this is not an element. Pi is not an element of set A. Empty set or null set and universal set. Empty set or null set is a set with no element. So A is a set with no element. So this is a symbol for empty set. So we have a universal set is a set containing all the objects or elements. We have the universal set U, whose elements are E, A, and T. Set A, whose elements are E and A. And E and A is a part of the universal set U. Set B is a set whose element is T. And T is a part of the universal set E, A, and T. We have subset. Subset is a set whose elements are members of another set. Set A is a set whose elements are 1 and 2. The subset of set A are the empty set, 1, 2, and 1 and 2. So we have set U. Set U is a set whose elements are V, O, and Y. V, O, Y, we have 3 elements. The subset of set U are the empty set, the letter B, the letter O, the letter Y, B, O, B, Y, O, Y, and B, O, Y. So if we have 3 elements, we have 8 subsets. And for the previous lesson, if we have 2 elements, we have 4 subsets. So we have the formula in finding the number of subsets. The formula is 2 raised to the n, wherein n is the number of elements. If we have 0 element, that is 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 0 equals 1, we have only 1 subset. If we have 1 element, n is 1, 2 raised to the first, we have 2 subsets. If we have 2 elements, 2 squared, we have 4 subsets. And if we have 3 elements, 2 cubed, that is 8, we have 8 subsets. Cardinality of set. Cardinality of set is the number of elements contained in a set. We have set A, whose elements are G, R, E, A, and T. What is the cardinality of set A? The cardinality of set A is 5 because we have G, R, E, A, and T. We have 5 elements. So we need to find the cardinality of the following set. For number 1, what is the cardinality of set A? The answer is 0 because the given is an empty set. For number 2, what is the cardinality of set B? The cardinality of set B is 3. For number 3, what is the cardinality of set C? The cardinality of set C is 5. So we have a new topic, the union and intersection of set. The first figure is the figure for the union of set, and the second figure is the intersection of set. Union of set. Union of set are all the elements of both set A and set B. So all the elements found in set A and set B. So So for the union of set, we have our given. Set A is a set whose elements are B, I, and J. Set C is a set whose elements are B, A, and J. We need to find all the elements found in set A and set B, but if there are common elements, we need only to write the common element once. So we have a common elements of B and G. So we have the common elements of B and G. Therefore, for A union C, we have B, I, G, and the letter A. So we have B, I, G, A. For our Venn diagram, this is a Venn diagram. For set A, we have B, I, G. The element common to both set A and set B are B and G. So we need to place B and G inside the intersection of set A and set C. So if we have already B and G, we have the remaining element I. We need to place it in set A. For set C, which is B, A, and G, we have the common element B and G. We have the remaining element, that is letter A. So this is the representation in Venn diagram of A union C. So we have another example. Set A is a set whose elements are L, O, B, E. Set C is a set whose elements are G, O, and D. What is the common element of set A and set C? So we have letter O. So we need only to write O one time. Then we need to write L-O-B-E. We don't need to repeat O. So we need to use G and D. So we have L-O-B-E, G, and D. That is A union C. For our representation, we have the common element O. We need to write O inside the intersection of A and C. So we have L, B, E for set A. Then this is letter O. Then for set C, we have letter O as the common element. And we have G and D. We have intersection of set. How do we find intersection of set? Intersection of the set are elements common to both set A and set B. For intersection of set, so we have set A and set B. We need to color the part that is the intersection of set A and set B. It is represented by the green color. So we have the problem. Set A is a set whose elements are L, O, B, and E. Set C is a set whose elements are G, O, and D. What element is common to both set A and set C? So we have A intersection C is the letter O. So we have the Venn diagram. So O, this is the intersection, the shaded part of the circle. And the remaining letters, we have L, E, and B. And for set C, the remaining letters are G and D. So we have intersection set. We have set A is a set whose elements are B, I, and G. And set C is a set whose elements are B, A, and G. What are the elements common to both set A and set C? We have B and G, B, G, alright? Therefore, A intersection C are the letters B and G. Now we are going to represent the given using a Venn diagram. B and G are the colored part of the given circle. That is the intersection of set A and set C. We have set A is a set whose elements are T, O, and Y. Set C is a set whose elements are G, U, and M. What are the elements common to set A and set C? So, is there a common element for set A and set C? There is no common element. Therefore, the answer is an empty set or a null set. How do we represent the given using a Venn diagram? This is the representation without intersection. So we have set A and set C, no intersection, and that is a null set. Complement of set. Complement of set is denoted by A prime, is the set of all the elements in the given universal set that is not in A. Complement of set. Set U is a set whose elements are B, E, A, and T. Set S is a set whose elements are B, E, and A. What is in U that is not in S? The answer is letter T. So we have S prime, or the complement of S, is equal to the letter T. How do we represent the given using a Venn diagram? Look at our Venn diagram. The colored part of the set, the Venn diagram, is in the universal set, and that is the letter T. We have another example in finding the complement of a set. Set U is a set whose elements are B, E, A, and T. Set C is a set whose elements are E, A, and T. What is in U that is not in C? That is the complement of C, and that is the letter B. Now, we are going to use a Venn diagram. Look at our Venn diagram. So, we have the shaded part, which is represented by color yellow, is the complement of set C. So, we have set U is a set whose elements are B, R, I, G, H, and T. Set A is a set whose elements are R, I, G, H, and T. And set C is a set whose elements are B, I, and J. So we need to find the complement of C. What is in U that is not in set C? This is B, I, G. We need to eliminate B, I, and G. Therefore, what will be the remaining letters? The answer is R, H, and T. And that is the complement of C, or C prime. Complement of set. Set U is a set whose elements are B, R, I, G, H, and T. Set A is a set whose elements are R, I, G, H, and T. And set C is a set whose elements are B, I, and J. We need to find A intersection C and the complement of A intersection C, or A intersection C prime. Look at the given A intersection C. What elements are common to both set A and set C? So we have A intersection C. The common elements are I and J. Now we need to find the complement of A intersection C. What is in U that is not in A intersection C? That is I and G. That is in U. We have B, R, H, and T. So we have difference of two sets. Difference of two sets denoted by A minus B is the set of all the elements of the set A that is not in set B. So A minus B equals X, such that X is an element of A and X is not an element of B. So we need to find the difference of set A, whose elements are B, R, E, A, and D. Set B is a set whose elements are C, O, K, and A. What is common to set A and set B? That is letter E. If we find A minus B, what are the elements in A that is not in B? So our answer is B, R, A, and D. So we have the same problem. But now we need to find B minus A. So again, we have a common element. The common element is A. What is in B that is not in A? The answer are C, O, and K. Now we are ready to answer the POSTTEST. Number 1, it is a member of a set. Set, letter B subset, letter C intersection of set, and letter D element. Number 2, common element of both set A and set B. Letter A set, letter B subset, letter C intersection of set, letter D union of set. Number 3, all the elements found in both set A and set B. Letter A set, letter B subset, letter C intersection of set, letter D union of set. Number 4, set U is a set whose elements are 1, 2, and 3. Set A is a set whose elements are 1 and 2. What is A prime? A, empty set. B, 3. C, 1, 2. D, 1, 2, 3. Number 5. Set A is a set whose elements are 1 and 2. Set B is a set whose elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What is A minus B? A minus B, letter A, null set. Letter B, 3, 4, 5. Letter C, 1, 2, 3, 4. And letter D, 1, 2, 3. So we have the following answer. For number 1, letter D. Number 2, letter C. Number 3, letter D. Number 4, letter B. And for the last number, letter A. Thank you for watching.